Yo, guess who's Bazak?
We're in this
Let's
thing.
go. Man, it's
In
been
this
too
thing.
long. What's been up, my guy?
Man, not much, bro. Just been living life, trying to make a living for the family. I got the baby coming in November 16th, the due date. So just trying to make things get we've been having the baby showers. I can't show you right now because the camera's on my computer, but man, I got stuff stacked up over here. Just baby
Real
stuff.
quick, did y'all pick out a boy's name yet?
It is going to be Bradley Glenn Hill is going to be the name.
Shouts out to Bradley,
Brad,
Glenn, Hill.
Bradley Glenn Hill. So I couldn't have Brandon Glenn Hill, which is really the name that I wanted. So I told my wife, I was like, we got to have it as a B name. So it came down to Billy or Bradley. And my wife was like, we're going to ask Naomi. She's going to be the deciding one. I was Bradley. She was Billy. Naomi ended up saying, she was like, ugh, not Billy, Bradley. I was like, that's
For
my girl.
anybody that
So,
doesn't know, Naomi is Brandon's daughter.
that's my
How
little
old is she
girl.
be? 9 or 10?
She's 9 years
Yeah,
old, going into the fourth grade. My guy, it's
that's
freaking
all right,
wild.
man. We're getting old. My oldest she'll be a freshman starting next week, and my youngest he'll be in the 6th grade. So we're
I
getting
don't,
old, my guy.
I don't envy you on the freshman thing right now because I don't
Oh
imagine.
man,
Woo!
you'll be there soon. 5 years, give it time.
Talk about the estrogen running around in your house, my guy. Woo!
Oh man, yeah.
I get it. I'm there.
All
So,
right, so here we are, the top 100 show. My name's Corey Hilliard, the man across from me, B Hill, aka B Hill. We are the house divided. If you've been here before, you know what it is. If it's your first time, me Casa Su Casa, B Hill, hit them with the house rules and let's get this thing cracking, bro.
hey, we're going to make this thing real simple because we got a lot to cover here today. We are going to break down, we're not doing every single player. We're going to break down who we kind of think is the top 100. If we think they should have been on there, we think they shouldn't have been on there. We're going to kind of break all that down. But I just need you guys to do four simple things for me. Tap the subscribe button, tap that notification bell. If you like the content, you like what you're hearing, smash the thumbs up button for like. Last but not least, though, guys, we always want to hear from y'all. If you think we're just completely off the wall with what we're saying, drop down there in those comments. Let us hear from you. We'd love to hear it. Good, bad, right, wrong, indifferent. Don't matter to us. So, jumping into this thing. This is crazy right here off the bat, Corey. We're talking about a receiver right here. Played in the Super Bowl last year. He was the number 2 receiver on his team. Let's just call it what it is. Whenever you
Mhm.
have another guy named A.J. Brown who's a little bit higher up on this list on your team, you're going to be considered the number 2 dude. But if we're starting off the NFL top 100 list with Devontae freaking Smith, my guy, that just goes to let you know, like, if you keep scrolling, like, look, 99, you got Demarcus Lawrence.
Lawrence, yeah.
That's another dude. You got Tristan
Ten
Wirfs.
worse.
It's arguably one of the best tackles in the game.
I
Now,
thought he'd
granted,
be higher. Yeah.
if you look though, he was at 57 last year. He had some injuries last year, things like that, up and down year. My guy, here he is. He's one of those Mr. Consistency guys for my Vikings. I absolutely love Harrison Smith.
Didn't he take a pay cut? Oh, it says restructure deal. Yep.
He did take a pay cut to come back to the Vikings. He basically wanted to run this thing back. He thinks something special is brewing in Minnesota. Not going to get into that today. We're talking about the NFL top 100 players here. Now, this is according to the NFL players. Corey, you've played in the NFL before. I'm sure. Like this isn't like media. This is like the actual players saying, "Hey, this is who we think the top dudes are." Now, I'm one of the biggest like absolute haters on this dude right here. And I was,
Whoa.
I have been, but I also backtracked myself, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe I picked them to win their damn division this year. So I think Trevor Lawrence being at 96 for what he did last season is entirely too low, especially whenever we get deeper into this list and you start seeing some of the other quarterbacks that they put ahead of him. So there's more to come with this, Corey. But what I want to just stop right here. Too low or too high?
Way too low. And when
Way
we see
too
other
low.
quarterbacks, I'll jump in and I'll kind of
Uh,
give you.
that,
I just
that
marked it down, so let's keep going.
This is one right here that I think is going to hurt you. I did not know that he went to the Saints. This is a new one
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt you guys. I know y'all got Jameer Gibbs, but lose. Okay, we're gonna see. Jameer Gibbs better be what y'all paid him to do. That's all I'm saying.
We'll
He
see.
better. Well, and y'all got David Montgomery too, though, so that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah, he'll
I
be
mean,
our red zone. He'll take over for Jamal Williams. So
he's not Jamal Williams, though. Let's be real. He's
no,
not.
yeah.
Joker led the damn league in touchdowns last year. I mean, come on. Terry McLaurin. This is another guy that I think he got slighted, man. I mean, I
Can
think
I say why
sometimes
real quick?
you go right ahead.
His quarterback situation has never
That-
been really good.
And to me, that is one adjustment that I think that they should make off of this list. Because if you put that dude with a Patrick Mahomes, or you put that dude with a Joe Burrow, or you put him with even a Josh Allen, dude's gonna be an absolute baller.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, to me, I've got him as like at least top 15 receiver in the NFL. At least. That's like bare minimum. And you can make an argument to me for top 10. You really can.
You can.
Really, really can. And the dude, like you just said, for him to put up 1,100 yards on 77 receptions with the quarterback that he had, come on, dude. Come on.
Yep.
Now, this one right here, this is like recent biasy to me, in my opinion. I'm not hating on Eric Kendricks. I just don't think he's a top 100 player in the NFL no more. I just don't. Even though he led the Vikings last year with 137 tackles, 87 of them solo, but it's like he was a pay cut. He was a casualty type of guy for us.
He was one of the best players on. I don't know where y'all finished up, but y'all are top. You're all bottom 3 on defense.
And that's not saying much. Trash. Yeah. We were absolute trash. And he cannot. The only thing that I take away from it, he can't cover like he used to. The speed, the speed just isn't there. He was getting burnt.
He got old, man.
Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying he got old. Let's go to Marlon Murphy.
Marlon Humphrey right here for the Baltimore Ravens.
Humphrey, I'm sorry.
I like this dude. I've always liked this dude. I think he's about right because we're going to start getting down into this list and we're like, okay, he's better than him. He's better than him. So there's a lot still to cover. And then 91, you got Dalvin Cook, who's not even on a team right now.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
he's got some off-field issues. He's got the domestic violence deal that he's dealing with. He did visit the Jets. I think he visited a couple other teams, but I think people are scared to pull the trigger on him and pay him because of his litigation that he's got coming up. And so, but if you're talking about one of the best running backs in the league, Dalvin's up there. He's got a health issue. 100%. He gets hurt a lot, and he's got the off-field deal.
To be honest with you, Corey, that's what's going to hurt him the most because of that. The dude's coming off a damn shoulder surgery past the age of 28. I mean, he's knocking on the door of 30 right now, my guy. That's not recipes for success. Yeah. Now, granted, something I will give him credit for, he played all 17 games last year. And if he's healthy, that dude, like you just said, am I crazy to say top 5? Running back?
Close to it. He can be 6 or 7.
He's right there.
Yeah, he's in the mix.
We're not going to make an argument for top 10. We're just not. Yeah. Okay. So he is a top 10 back. The problem is the NFL has downplayed the running back position anymore, and they're just not going to pay those guys, which I get it. It sucks for the running backs, but I get it. I mean, if I were an NFL owner, I'm not paying a dude that's not going to last past 30. I'm not paying you past 30 years old. No. You go cry. You want to go sit down on the bench and not play and sit out, you be my freaking guest. No.
Zeke kind of ruined that running back market because he got paid, and then as soon as he got paid, he was never the same guy. It took all of 2 years for Tony Pollard to be better. So
you ain't lying. All right. DeAndre Hopkins, number 90. I'm not making much of an argument here because
I'm cool.
He had a lot of injuries last year. Everything else that's totally cool with me. Marshawn Lattimore. So now I'm assuming these numbers right here. This was your last year. So he wasn't ranked. So he's making his first appearance in the top 100, or he made it a couple years ago and he didn't make it last year. So he's back into it at number 89. You as a Saints fan, you too high or too low here?
I think he deserved to be back in there. he's what the Saints did last year. They played a lot of man coverage. And his deal is he's feisty. What I mean? He's going to play good defense, but playing a lot of man coverage, you're going to get beat sometimes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
he's your borderline tier 1, top tier 2 cornerback. So
that's your life as a freaking cornerback in the NFL. You're gonna
Yeah.
get dust. Dudes in the NFL are
Yeah.
gonna dust. It's gonna happen. You're gonna
Yeah.
meet that dude. This one right here. To me, this is only gonna keep going up from here. This is his first appearance. He was a rookie last year. This is his first appearance in the top 100. To be at number 88, I think if he's not top 50 compared to what he did this last season, I'd be shocked. For next, I'm making an early prediction for next year because I think that dude, y'all got yourselves a hell of a football player right there with Aiden Hutchinson.
Yep, he flashed at the late part of the season last year. The Lions made a turn defensively the last 6 or 7 games, and he was a big part of it.
A big part of that. Big part of that. And you guys got better. C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the backfield. I mean, my gosh. That dude, Aiden Hutchinson, though, man, he is definitely a problem, and I hate that I have to face y'all twice this year with that dude on that edge. So, okay. Chris Lindstrom, a guard from the Falcons. I like it. I'm not going to knock on the offensive lineman. My guy Corey here was an offensive lineman.
He's very good. He deserves that ranking. He's one of the good ones. Yes.
I love how they put the offensive lineman into this list because it's to me, and you can probably attest, the offensive linemen don't get enough love, man. They just don't. They don't. Because let me tell you right now, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, I don't give a damn what quarterback you throw at me. You can give me the greatest quarterback all time. They didn't have a damn offensive line in front of them. They wouldn't be nothing. Go back and look at what Archie Manning looked like when he got to the pros and didn't have the line. Go check that out.
I'll say this about Lindstrom. The Falcons last year was one of the best rushing teams in the NFL. And they picked up who a lot of people think is the best running back coming out of college. And
not gonna argue.
They're a sneaky pick. A lot of people are saying that they might get that 7th seed. So watch out for them.
I think I heard in your voice there you said some people say that he's the best running. So are you making an argument that Jahmyr Gibbs is better than Bijan Robinson?
No, I'm just
okay.
I gotta wait and see. I gotta wait and see. I'm not gonna do that. You're not gonna get me, bro. You try to set me up.
You like how I picked up on that one. Now I heard your little voice confliction there, and I was like, so what's my guy thinking here? Is he thinking Jahmyr Gibbs is better than Bijan? Is that what we're saying?
You're trying to set me up.
All right. Well, we'll just rest the case right there. Let's move on here.
Down. Too low. Talk about him. Too low.
Yes. 100% too low. 100%. I think Justin Fields, what he did last year, again, injuries, things. I think he should have been at least top 70. At least. I'm not saying not going to go top 50. I'm just not. But I think he was disrespected with this 86 ranking. But for your first appearance in it, usually guys in their first appearances aren't jumping up the rankings. Not that high, unless you're just that dude.
You got to understand, he was a quarterback of the team that had the #1 pick before they traded out with the Texans.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
that. So he's got that working against him, but running
and no weapons.
And no weapons. I mean, Cole Kmet, the tight end, was his best weapon. So
no, which is a solid tight end, but no. Yeah.
If
that's your own dude, though, come on now.
Yeah.
All right. This guy right here, to me, he's been one of the bigger, not necessarily a disappointment. I guess it's just because he's on the Texans. He doesn't really get a whole lot of
love,
hype or anything else. He's a solid offensive tackle.
He's very good.
Like if he was on the Chiefs or something, they'd probably they'd consider him one of the best offensive tackles in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But
he is.
He's on the Houston Texans. Now, granted, they got C.J. Stroud this year, so I'm not saying the Texans are going to make noise, but I think that they're definitely going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Zadarius Smith, to me on this one, he's a little too high. I don't think that Zadarius Smith should have made the top 100. If anything, he should have been knocking on it. Right there, just because me as a Vikings fan watching what he did last year, like the first 8 or 9 games, he balled out and did his thing, and then like the later part of the season, he did absolutely nothing.
Fell off, yeah.
Yeah, I think he had like a half a sack like the last 6 or 7 games of the year. When you're going to put a guy in the top 100 list of the NFL players, come on, man. Come on. I just can't get down with that. Am I crazy there?
No, you're not.
Okay. This is another offensive tackle, Terran Armstead. That's a 10-year veteran offensive tackle that you see there. That guy right there, he's just one of those Mr. Consistency. He can come be an offensive tackle for my Vikings any single day of the week. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to, for a second, because this is what we were talking about earlier. Are you going to sit here and tell me that you want Tua Tagovailoa on your team over a Trevor Lawrence or a Justin Fields?
Man.
Well, okay. Let me take, because I'm being biased here. I got to take the concussions out of it, but it's a real thing that you really have to think about.
Okay, I'll say this. I'm going to make it quick. Before he got hurt, there was this thing last year. He got the 2 concussions, but every game that he had played in and started, they had won. And then he came back after the concussions like 2 or 3 weeks, and he just didn't play as good. I would rather have Trevor Lawrence than Justin Fields. I'm sorry.
They played better talent too whenever he came back. Like
their
schedule
too.
was soft when he was winning. Not knocking.
But I just think Justin Fields can do way more than any quarterback other than Lamar with his legs. And then Trevor Lawrence, if you're telling me throwing a ball, I'd rather have Trevor Lawrence as a pocket passer over Tua. So for that, I don't think he should be above Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. I just don't.
I agree 100%. We're on the same page there. We don't even have to keep going. Now, this dude right here is going to keep moving up the rankings. Mm-hmm. Christian Wilkins is a freaking dude. The guy out of Clemson. I mean, this dude right here, I like this cat. I've liked him ever since he was at Clemson. I think he's going to keep continuing to just move on up these boards. So, got him out there to round up top up to 81. Let's go 80 to 70 real quick here. So, too low. Way too low.
He missed his quarterback for a significant part of the season.
This is the second best damn tight end in the NFL, and you can't argue me otherwise. The only guy that you could argue me otherwise, and it's not even really Kittle, and then you can throw me in some TJ Hawkinson in there too. But I'm not taking either one of them cats over Mark Andrews. I'm just not. Maybe Kittle. You can make me an argument with Kittle, but he's higher on this list too. But number 80 for Mark Andrews is an absolute disrespect.
I like Dre Greenlaw. Yeah, I like him.
I think that's about right for him.
Mm-hmm.
Right where he's at.
I like Hufanga there. I think he's good there.
I do. Okay. Whoa, my guy. Whoa.
They wrote me off and I didn't write back.
I love the story. It's cute. It's nice.
Not over Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields.
No.
You can have an argument with Tua, but not over Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields.
No. You're just not. You're just not.
I'm sorry. You can move on. I get it. Comeback player of the year.
Did they go to the playoffs?
They did. Only because the Lions beat the Packers.
That's fair. But here's the thing. Now I'll give him here's where I'm going to give him his flowers and his roses, okay? The dude did what he did on a team that nobody anticipated to do an absolute thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Like you want to – Trevor Lawrence in year 2 was anticipated to take a leap like what he did. Yeah. Nobody anticipated Geno to do what he did. So – I show some love there, but again, I'm with you. Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, you're not over them. You're just not.
I think what got him there was the 69.8. I mean, that's as close as the 70% you're going to get.
30 touchdowns.
The 30 touchdowns. The 69.8 led the league in completion rate, but I'm sorry. I'll take Trevor and Justin.
It's a publicity stunt, my guy. The NFL, they're just showing a little bit of love to a good story. It was a great story. I'll make a prediction that he's lower than Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence after next season.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to say that there. I'm not going to argue with this one either. Tariq Woolen, was one of the best corners last year in the NFL. Dude's an
Mhm.
absolute baller over there. He played very, very well for them. Trey Hendrickson,
I like that. He's good there.
I like it as well. That's about right. He improved. I think he's going to jump up the boards this
He
season.
will. He was just a rookie last year, so this is fitting.
This is no arguments there. Buda Baker, however, on a bad team, he wasn't real happy. He's still, I think there's like, he's wanting to get the hell out of there basically because he wants to play for a winning organization. I mean, we all seen the video that was posted on Twitter and social media where he basically went into the locker room talking to his teammates. Buda Baker's an absolute baller. I have no issues with him at number 73. Typically, you're going to start seeing a lot more quarterbacks, receivers, and stuff like that when you get higher up in the list anyways, and like elite defensive ends. So I'm good with Buda Baker right here. Lamar Jackson.
This is an injury deal, and I'm going to say this. I'll kick this one off. I'm going to keep it short as I can.
Go for it.
I would take him over Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, of course, Tua, and of course, Geno Smith. When he was healthy last year, he went down in week 12. The Ravens were the number one team in the AFC when he went down.
No argument.
And that's with them blowing games against the Giants. I remember they had a lead. They blew a game late against the Giants. They were up 35-14 on the Dolphins. Like week 3, they blew that game. I mean, they could have really built some cushion there, even with him going down, that they could have been the number one seed. They were the number one seed, and they were leading the AFC North, which the Bengals wound up winning when he went down. They had a better record than the Chiefs, the Titans, everybody. They were the team, and then he went down, and there were 6 games left, and they lost it. So
I'm not going to argue with you on that. The only argument that I would have against that is they still made the playoffs even without him.
Yeah, well, when you're the number one seed,
that's fair. I don't know. I'm bullish on this. I'm not a hater. I'm not disagreeing that I don't think he should be above the quarterbacks that he's above. I'm not disagreeing that at all. I think I'm putting him around like the 60 to 70 range. I think he's a little low. I will give him that. And
can I ask you this?
Go ahead. Ask away.
What Baltimore Ravens receiver we're going to see in this top 100 from last year?
There's not going to be one.
What Baltimore Ravens running back we're going to see in the top 100 from last year?
There won't. That's okay.
We just saw Mark Andrews, his best target. He was in the 90s or the 80s. He was 89 or something like that.
Way too damn low.
And they had the number one season through week 12. They had the number one seed in the AFC.
Okay. Hey, I'm not arguing. The dude's a freak. He's a freak athlete, everything else. I just want to see him win something. I think he gets put up in those Patrick Mahomes, those Jalen Hurts. I mean, Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow ain't won a Super Bowl, but they've been to one. To one. He's definitely had a talented enough team around him at times. I mean, he had Hollywood Brown, who was an absolute stud at receiver for him. He's got one of the better tight ends. He's got a hell of an offensive line. I mean, if you're that dude and you're that MVP type player that they try to make you out to be, you should be able to overcome some of that stuff.
I can't argue that. Other than they were the number one seed before he got hurt. So that's my only argument.
Hey, you name me a receiver that's going to be on the top 100 other than Travis Kelce for the damn Kansas City Chiefs. And that Joker won the Super Bowl. So
kudos.
I'm just saying there's levels. There's levels.
Facts. You got me.
DeForest Buckner, I'm good with him right here.
Yeah,
especially with the season that the Colts had. Everything else, I don't really have too much to break down on that one.
No problem with that.
Okay, 70 to 61. I'm getting kind of excited. It gets more interesting. Ooh, bam.
Oh.
I think it's a little low, personally. I would have him at least top 50. Personally.
Yeah, I would.
Joey Bosa's,
he dropped 40 spots. I mean, he was hurt sometimes last year.
He's a dude. Matt Milano, he's a dude at linebacker.
Yeah,
I have no issues with him right there. Zach Martin at 68 to me is too low, and I'm an absolute Cowboy hater. He's one of the best guards in the NFL, but he has injuries. I think injuries play a big part. Too low.
I'm fine. I'm
Too
fine with
low.
that.
Too
No,
low.
I'm fine. I'm
It's too
fine.
low. I'm
I'm
top 50
fine.
with this guy. I'm a big Amon-Ra St. Brown fan.
I'm fine with
I
that.
think
I
I
can
think
name 10 receivers that are better than him. I just can. And it's nothing against Amara. It's really not.
10.
He's a good receiver, man.
You
He's
said 10.
very. I
Did
can
you just say
name
10?
10. I can name 10, B. I can.
I probably could too.
I
Okay.
can.
No
But
argument.
it's a passing and receiving league now. So
But it's his first year in the top 100.
yeah, and
He's
67's good.
He's going to be top 50 after this season.
Turn that 1161 into a 1461. Then we can start talking. This
Drop the freaking mic.
one.
Drop the mic. Okay. No. I'm sorry, but no. No.
Yes, yes, yes.
No. I can't.
He's a quarterback of a top 5 offense. He was top 6 in almost every QB statistical category last year. That's all I'm gonna say.
Are you taking him over
quarterback
Trevor
of a
Lawrence?
top 5 offense, top 6 in almost every statistical QB category? Yes.
Take your bias out of this for a second. Are you freaking taking him over Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, or Lamar Jackson? No, you're not. No,
Okay,
you're not.
That's
You're
fine.
not.
But okay, that's fine. Yeah.
You're not.
I would take him over Justin Fields. I would take him over Tua. I wouldn't take him over Trevor Lawrence or Geno Smith. No, I would take him over Geno.
You're taking him over Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a better passer.
I agree with the Geno and the Tua. That's the only two I'm taking him over. Those other guys, I'm rolling with them before I roll with Jared Goff.
All right. Next.
Next. Darius Slay. I think this is absolutely perfect right here where he's at.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
moved up 12. Yeah.
To me, it's easier to play cornerback when you got a defensive line like
I'm behind you.
Eagles did.
Facts.
So,
yeah,
not knocking him. You're good on 65. I'm good with Aaron Jones at 64.
Yeah.
No arguments.
I'm good with Grady Jarrett there.
Bobby Wagner.
Yeah. I'm good with him there.
He had a down year. He's returning back to the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
This is kind of his I think this is kind of his going out party, to be honest.
Yeah, he's on his last leg, bro. He's played a lot of football. So
for him to be still at number 62 with everything he's been through, it's respect. Yeah. Yes. No arguments. No arguments here. There's no arguments. He's definitely down a lot from where he was at.
Yeah.
Injuries played a part into that. Everything else. The dude already got paid, though. He ain't mad. 61's about right.
He's taking a lot of hits. As you go to the next 10, I'll say this. He's taking a lot of hits, and he's really not a true receiver. He's more of a running back / guy. So, yeah, I'm good with him there.
I'm good with Trevon Diggs here, too.
Yeah, gave up the most yards.
No, no arguments, though. No, Trevon Diggs, he's there because he was so high from the year before whenever he had like 8 picks
11. He had like 11 picks. He gave up the most yards 2 years ago. So it's feast or famine with him.
Usually whenever you do that and you're so aggressive to try and get all those interceptions, you will give up the deep one because all they got to do is hit you with that little hezzy.
Double move, yeah.
They're gonna get you. Justin Simmons, I'm good with him here.
I like him there. Good safety. Great safety.
He's going up, as you can see, up 22 spots from the year before. Jeffrey Simmons,
good with him.
I'm good with him there, but I think he's going to continue to tumble down. I don't think
he splashed 2 years ago. He kind of disappeared last year.
That's what I'm saying. Jordan Poyer, I'm good with him here at safety as well. He's kind of declining, of course, but
I love whoever wrote this, Micah Hyde missing those games. I think that really did hurt him. They were the best 2 years ago. Not 2020, but 2021, they were the best safety combo.
No, I would agree. Because if you're missing, it's like the offensive line. If you're missing a member of the offensive line, it's a unit, man. It's a unit. When you're back there and you know that you got another guy that's covering that other half of the field and you can trust that helps you to be able to focus on this. So I would give him that, absolutely. I think if Micah Hyde was healthy, he'd be up there in that top 40 range. Top 50-40 range is where I think he'd be at. But I'm not mad with him at 57. even after the year that he had. So for him to do that, kudos to him. This right here, way too damn high. Way too damn high.
We agree.
Way too high.
We agree.
I'm not taking him over Trevor Lawrence. I'm not taking him over Justin Fields. I'm not taking him. I'm not taking him over Tua with the damn concussions, my guy.
Jared Goff?
No, I'm not taking him over Jared Goff. I'm not. And and that's fine. I hope Cowboy fans see this. Hop down in the comments and tell me where I'm wrong. This dude, I'm done because I can go on for hours.
Remember Cooper Rush?
It just, man, I know.
Remember there's that little Cooper Rush deal with people saying he should start over Cooper Rush?
And you're going to be in no. Sorry, but no, I cannot agree with this. Cannot.
He missed 5 games and led the league in interceptions. No bueno.
My
guy, this guy, I'm in a fantasy league. I get 3 keepers. I'm definitely keeping this guy. He should be.
You have to. It's a higher. You said higher than 55.
Mm-hmm.
I think with him having to split time with Ezekiel Elliott like he did, definitely affected some of this. As far as him not being higher on the list, I agree with you, though. Tony Pollard, you can't tell me there's not a world where Tony Pollard's not the top 40 player in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Top 40 at least.
Yeah.
That's about where I'm at. And I think that's where he'll be at after because he's about to be the dude. Him and Deuce Vaughn, but I think it's going to be more so him. I'm good with this. He's another one of those guys, and he's rising. He's rising up. Mike Evans.
Mr. Consistency. This is fine with me.
It is with me too, but it's like every single year this dude does this. You can count on about 1,000 yards, close to 10 touchdowns. He's always going to have 70 to 80 receptions. I mean, the dude's just a baller. And
that offense was ass last year, and he was the best thing on that offense.
That's what, and he still put up 1,100 damn yards. With everybody being in and out, and he's always there, and he plays, and he's there. He's available. I'm fine with this one as well. I think this is another guy right here that is an absolute baller. Jonathan Allen is a problem, and he's going to continue to be a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not down on this because whenever we go into this next tier right here, I got a little something for him. So I'm cool with Aaron Rodgers at 51. You can't knock him. You can't take the guy out of the top, 100. So he's there. He's not on the Packers no more. Thank the freaking Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with Aaron Rodgers at 51.
I'm cool there. Let me pause for the cause real quick. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. You mean 45 seconds?
Go for it. Pausing for the cause out here, guys. It's all good, though. We're going to go ahead. We're going to keep this thing rolling. We're going to hop up in here whenever he gets back, and we're going to talk about this top 50. We got 50 through 41. We'll wait for him to get back. So there's a couple people in the chat. Drop over there in the comments. Tell us what you guys are thinking about this. Don't forget to smash that like button as well, guys. Hey,
right, I'm back.
Welcome back, my guy. Welcome back. All right. So this is 50 through 41, Corey. We're halfway through right now. I'm good with Cam Jordan.
Up in the rankings like that. He actually had a resurgent year for being 34 years old. So I'm not mad at this, but he won't do this again next year.
But congrats to him, man. Good job.
Yeah.
This right here, to me, I can make an argument or a case that this dude's one of the best corners in the league. One of. I think if he played for a better team, he would have been a little bit higher up on this list. But I'm good with him being in here at 49 for his first time being in the NFL top 100. So no issues here with Patrick Surtain at number 49. I think that's another one that's going to go up. It's another dude right here. You're about to see a lot of Philadelphia Eagles. You're about to see some Kansas City Chiefs players, things like that, which rightfully so, Corey. They were the 2 best teams. I have no issues with Hassan Reddick here at number 48.
Yep.
This one right here, though. This dude went from being top 10 last year in the NFL top 100 to number 47. Now, granted, injury played a part in this. You know what I'm saying? So
you ever heard of the song by Jay-Z? It was all good just a week ago.
oh yeah, yep, I have.
It was all good just a year ago.
It was.
2021, the dude he was the Triple Crown receiver, led the league in yards, receptions, what is it? Yards, receptions, and touchdowns, receiving touchdowns.
Yep.
And was the Super Bowl MVP. And
I ain't mad at it.
The next year, quarterback gets hurt. And 43 is a big loss from somebody who won the Triple Crown and was the Super Bowl MVP 2 years ago. That's a big dive, dude.
He got hurt too, though.
I understand, but come on.
He got hurt. He missed like the last. I can't remember how many games it was, but he missed like the last 6 or 7 games of the season, my guy.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's fair. If we're in a vacuum, if we're just talking about 2023, I get it. So
right. No, but no, I'm with you too, though. Cooper Kupp's the top 10 player in the NFL. He's a dude. He's a dude. But I mean, Cooper Kupp's cool with this, man. You know he ain't upset with it.
Yeah, he ain't sweating it. Yeah,
he ain't sweating it one bit. That Joker's gonna be right back ready to rock and roll week 1, no matter who the hell the quarterback is. So I'm good with this too. CJ Mosley, I like this dude right here. I think this dude is an absolute stud, an absolute baller. I think he's going to be another one of those guys that takes a leap up these rankings in next year's rankings. Cameron Hayward, I'm fine with this. I have no issues. He's Mr. Consistency over there. I mean, you talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're talking about that defensive line. You're talking about Cameron Hayward is getting brought up along with the TJ Watt. It's just happening. So no issues there. Jalen Waddle, I like this. I love this. This is one of my guys. I had him on my fantasy team. I think he's another guy that is absolutely, his ceiling has not even been reached yet.
No,
I mean, this dude is special.
Last year was his second year in the league, dog. And
I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware. The dude's an absolute baller. And when you got Tyreek Hill as your teammate, that's that's just going to help you even more. So I'm good with Demario Davis here. I still think he's one of the better linebackers in the NFL.
He had a surprising year because he is definitely getting up there. He's long in the tooth. I know all about the Saints defense. What helped him is he's a captain on what the Saints was a top 10 defense last year. So big ups to him. It's always good to see older people balling, right?
I like it. Whoa.
If I had smoke right now, if I had chains, like on the oh my God.
Let's break this down, though.
Yeah, we gotta spend some time on this one.
I don't hate it, though. I don't.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. I don't hate it too, but I'm gonna ask you some questions.
Before you do that, let me break some stuff down real quick here.
Go ahead.
You want to talk about a quarterback that led the Vikings to a record of 13-4 with a defense that was one of the worst in the NFL. I think he had something like 8 to 9 comeback wins last season. Like, the only bad thing you can say about Kirk Cousins' season last year was probably the last thing that he did last season.
The last play of the season, yeah.
With that dump off to Hawkinson. Like, you got to throw that up to Justin Jefferson. But, dude, for him to move up, now, granted, do I think that he's top 50? No, I don't. I do not. Am I taking him over?
This is my question. Let me run it down for you.
Go ahead.
Yes or no.
Hit me.
You taking him over Tua?
Yes.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
You taking him over Dak?
Yes.
Yes, me too. Jared Goff?
Yes.
Yes. It's a hard yes. Yeah, it's a shaky yes for me.
Yes, I am.
Because Jared Goff has played in the Super Bowl before. People tend to forget that.
You would have put Kirk Cousins on that team. He would have too.
Okay. Lamar Jackson? No for me.
Yes, for me, just because he doesn't get injured. And what has Lamar Jackson done other than win an NFL MVP that Kirk Cousins hasn't? Because the numbers
They
and
won
the
the
stats,
same amount of playoff games. They both have one playoff game, and Lamar has an MVP to his name, and Kirk Cousins doesn't.
That's okay. I'll digress.
And
We'll
he
agree
did
to
that
disagree.
without the best receiver in the NFL.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay, Justin Fields. Yes.
Am I taking him over Justin Fields?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am.
I
too.
am. I am.
Last
Think
one. Trevor Lawrence.
Yes,
No,
I am. Well,
I'm not.
no, I'm not. Because what you're talking about Kirk Cousins right now compared
Yeah.
No, because I got more of Trevor Lawrence in the future.
Yeah. If we're dropping Cooper Kupp down 40 spots, then we're talking about last year quarterback play. Look, projecting.
Kirk Cousins deserved to be up in this.
Yes, I think so.
I
But if I'm
mean, some of the
projecting into
wins-
next year, if we're going into 2023, I like Trevor Lawrence better than I like Kirk Cousins. I just do.
I'm looking at what he has around him, though. I like Kirk Cousins' weapons more than I like Trevor Lawrence's weapons. And I'm biased. I got the damn thing on my
Yeah.
chest here. But come on. Am I crazy to say that?
No, well, yes and no, because if you go outside of Jay Jetta, who's the best receiver in the league, and then you talk
Yeah.
about Trey Hawkinson, I think Evan Ingram was a top 5 tight end last year. Christian Kirk, they paid him all that money, and even I was like, why the hell are y'all paying Christian
Evan
Kirk?
Ingram finally played freaking
Yeah.
games last year, though.
Yeah. Then you get
I mean-
Kevin Ridley, Zay Jones almost became the number 1 receiver towards the end of the year, and then you got Travis Etienne. I think if you're going to talk weapon wise, I would take Jacksonville's weapons right now over what Minnesota has. I'm just saying. I can name 3 receivers. I just named Zay Jones, Christian Kirk,
and they would give
and Calvin
up
Ridley. I can't go past Jay
listen,
Jetta for the Vikings.
Listen. You can listen. Those 3 receivers, they would give up those 3 receivers for Jay Jettis. What?
It's strength in numbers.
I don't give a damn. Justin
How good did that do you against the Giants? How good did that do you against the Giants?
Man.
The Jaguars got to the second round. They won their first game. Y'all lost to the Giants at home.
Way to beat the Chargers too, though.
I don't know about that. Let's go. Keep on. We can spend all day on this one. I don't see that.
I don't disagree with it. I like
former
it.
OU great.
Lane Johnson. This is still one of the best right tackles in the NFL. This is hands down. Kirk Cousins at 42, though. I ain't gonna lie. When I seen that, I was like, "Whoa!"
Even you said, "Whoa!" Yeah.
Whoa, buddy. Yeah, whoa. I'm not. Whoa. All right. Let's go to 40 to 31 here. Let's start getting through this thing. We running up almost an hour on these boys.
All right, we'll zip through these next 20.
All right.
I'm good with that. To me,
good.
this is ridiculous.
Injuries for this one.
Yeah.
He's top 20, bar none.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack.
A little high for me.
Especially whenever he wasn't in it the year before. I don't think he made that much of an impact. I would argue Joey Bosa had a better year than him.
Better year he did, yeah.
Lower on the list, but whatever. No arguments here.
Yeah.
This guy, another Mr. Consistency.
Ageless wonder.
I
love this.
No argument.
I love this.
But he dropped.
Yeah. No, I love the 27 red arrow down. Yes. He's not the best anymore.
He had to drop.
He's not the best.
Yeah, no, the guy, and I think he's on this list somewhere. There's somebody else on this list that's much better than him. I think he resides over there in New York right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm giving the crown to right now. Christian McCaffrey, no issues here.
No.
I was happy to see Christian McCaffrey actually play some games. So I was excited for that. CeeDee Lamb.
Another Sooner. He had a good year.
He gets no love from me, though, being on the Cowboys. I'm sorry. I dismiss. I miss you, CD. I loved you when you were scoring touchdowns for the Sooners, but you're a Cowboy now. Sorry, bud. But
I love this. Matt Judon. He was a game wrecker last year. He was the reason why the Patriots is even viable.
And he's going to continue to keep moving up these boards. This guy right here, he's nice.
Mm,
He gets too much damn hype, though. I'm sick of it. Who did he pay? Who did he pay? Justin Herbert's nice, but he ain't this
yeah.
nice.
I'm
He's
not gonna
not.
go through the whole list because I
No,
think I would
Trevor
take him over.
Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence beat him.
Yeah.
Beat him.
That's the only one. I would still take him over Tua, Jared Goff, Dak Prescott, and Kirk Cousins, but still Lamar Jackson and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor being 96 and he's at 32. Come on.
Hey man, just keep talking about my guy Kirk, man. I'm telling you, bro. That man, all he does is play every damn game every single freaking year. That has to mean something.
Damn well, Justin Herbert's done the same thing.
He's nice. No, he's nice. He's better. I'm taking him. Saquon Barkley, I'm fine with him right here.
Yeah,
he had an injury the year before. He's back up in there at number 31. No knocks there. I think he's one of the highest rated running backs, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yeah.
All right. No issues here to me. This is one of the better safeties in the NFL.
Yeah.
Can't really make much of an argument about it. I'm great with Nick Chubb here as well. Number 29, no argument. Dexter Lawrence. I love to see him.
Yeah.
He's a dude. That is a dude right there.
Yeah.
This one, I was anticipating this drop, 21 spot drop.
Yeah, the injury.
You got to stay healthy, my guy. When he's healthy, he's one of the best defensive or outside linebackers there is in the NFL.
Defensive player of the year 2 years ago.
You just can't, when you're not healthy and you're not available for your team, you just can't keep climbing up the list. This guy right here, I no knocks. He's good. I hate Jair Alexander, though, but he's a Packer and I'm a Vikings fan.
He got this high because of the game that he shut down Jay Jetta. I think that helped him a lot.
He didn't shut Jay Jetta down. Kirk Cousins did by not throwing him the damn ball.
Next.
That's what happened.
Next, go.
Derrick Henry down 13 spots.
Should be.
He had the injuries. I have no issues with him at 25 though. Roquan Smith.
Changed the Ravens defense. Yes.
He's a beast. This dude's been a beast, and he's going to keep continuing to climb up these boards. There's that dude. Mama, there went that man. That's the best corner in the NFL right there.
Yep.
I don't know if there's another one above him on this.
There will be. That's why I'm writing his name down. 23.
AJ Brown. I'm good with this. Number 22, the dude. You want to talk about the Tennessee Titans went out and got DeAndre Hopkins for about the same amount of money you could have signed AJ Brown to. You freaking idiots. Austin Eckler, this is one right here. I don't agree with this. I'm not putting him over Nick Chubb, and I'm not taking him over Derrick Henry, and I'm not taking him over Saquon Barkley.
Facts.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at there with that.
Facts. So, even though he puts up better numbers.
Yeah, whatever.
He does.
Whatever.
I agree with you. I still rather those other guys, but last year he put up better numbers.
This one right here, he's down some spots.
Yeah.
I think I have. When you get into where we're at right now in the top 20 core, these are dudes. These are dudes right here. I mean, no arguments. Okay, here's your tight end here. I didn't anticipate to see him this high, but no arguments. George Kittle is one of the better tight ends in the NFL. I think the only other one that's higher than him on this list should be Travis Kelce. So the NFL is telling you he's the second best tight end. Minkah Fitzpatrick, no arguments here with him at number 18. I have no issues with him at defensive end.
I absolutely love this. This is beautiful.
Any offensive tackle or offensive lineman that you talk to or hear them talk about another player on another team, Max Crosby's name always comes up. They say that dude's motor is just like second to none. So
I watch games of him, and I would think, man, if I still play tackle in the league, that's a dude I would not want to have to prepare for and play.
And he's a dude you'd want. I heard he's a dude you want to fight every game too. Yeah, in their head. I love it though. He's another dude that's going to keep continuing to rise up these boards and doing it on a Las Vegas Raiders team that has no defense to speak of. Come on. No knocks here. Stephon Diggs at number 16. It's all love. Fred Warner, one of the best linebackers in the NFL right now at number 15. No arguments. I'd be interested to see if anybody's higher than him on this at linebacker position. Trent Williams.
He should be higher.
I agree. That's a top 10.
That's a
I'd
top
make
10 player.
top 5, really, to be honest with you.
If
Top
you're gonna
5.
go the true scope of football and what everything football embodies, yeah, you can put them top 7 for me, top 6, 5.
I think Devontae Adams being outside the top 10 is ridiculous. I think he's a top 10 player, but he had a down year going from there. So, but he's still look
His down year is 1,560.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Which is
Come
just
on.
37 off of his career high, bro. 14 touchdowns, leading all players in receiving touchdowns for the second time in his career. That's a down year.
That's a down year.
Yeah.
It's a down year. Down year. He is that dude, though. Devontae Adams is still that dude.
Bro.
Josh Jacobs. I'm not knocking this. He had a hell of a season last year, but this is more recency bias than anything else. I'm not taking him over Derrick Henry. I'm not taking him over Nick Chubb.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked a question about Cooper Kupp. That's why I asked a question about Cooper Kupp. Because if we're gonna put Josh Jacobs above Saquon,
he had a better year though.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's what pissed me off about Cooper Kupp. We can have that same argument. You wouldn't take Josh Jacobs, name the players you just said?
No.
Who would you take over? Yeah, you said you would take.
I wouldn't take him over. I wouldn't take him over Nick Chubb, and I wouldn't take him over Derrick Henry. Those
exactly, me too. This is a 2023 thing, and that was my argument with Cooper Kupp.
He's top
same thing
10.
With this guy. Same thing with this guy.
You don't have him in the top 10 is an absolute disgrace.
But he got hurt and he didn't have a good year. He just
and the team didn't have a good year. None. Okay, this is what we've all been waiting for.
All right, here we go.
This is it right here. No argument. No argument here. No argument. Definitely, I think he's a little low.
I think he's a little high.
I'm a cat. Whoa, no.
I think he's a little high.
He's a dude. He's a dude.
I think
he's high. He's high. He's high.
That's and high. He moved up 5.
That's high. To me, that's high. Okay. That's about just
that's
right.
Appropriate.
That's appropriate. Yeah. Very much appropriate.
Yeah.
I have no issue. I'm putting him in the top 5, but I get it. Number 6, no issues. Number 5 with Travis Kelce, 0 issues. Okay. I think that's your best. Yep, that's your best defensive.
Go to these. You go to these right here. Stay between 4 and 2.
Hang on.
Stay there. Stay there.
No argument.
Yes on him. Jalen Hurts, no.
I'm not taking Jalen Hurts over Joe Burrow.
I'm not taking him over Joe Burrow, and I'm not taking him over
chill. Calm down.
I'm a chill.
You don't say it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Don't you do it, because Jalen Hurts is that dude. He's that dude. He deserves.
To me, between him and Josh Allen, it's a push. I'm just gonna be honest. The road he had to go through to get to the Super Bowl, they played the Giants, which they washed.
And then
they played the 49ers with no Brock Purdy after one series.
If the refs didn't call that damn holding call at the end of the game, he would have won the damn Super Bowl.
I don't know about that.
That was a cheap-ass cop-out call.
I'm just saying, to me, with him and Josh Allen, it's a wash. That's all I was going to say.
That's fine. No argument. But whatever. I'm taking Jalen Hurts. I love him at number 3. I have no arguments here. That's my guy. But the only argument I have is Joe Burrow should be higher than him. But no issues here. If you're talking last season, I get why Jalen Hurts is higher on this list.
The last receiver to pull off this feat was one Megatron Calvin Johnson to be as high as number 2. He's the only receiver to do what Calvin Johnson has done and get ranked as high as number 2.
He's that dude.
Yeah.
He's that dude. And he's only going to continue to get better.
Yeah. I have no argument here. Offensive player of the year.
I didn't think that you would.
No, 1,809 yards, 128 receptions. The catch in the Buffalo game was absolutely stupid. Unbelievable.
And they said he's
Unbelievable.
gotten better.
Yeah.
They said
Of
he
course
got
he is.
better.
It's only going to be his third year in the league. Yeah, of course he is. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Just fourth year. Fourth year.
Fourth. I'm sorry. You're right.
Fourth
It's
year.
been,
No argument.
nah.
Zero. I can't even argue that he's above my dude JJ because he's the most important position on the field. Quarterback. That's a bad dude.
Yeah.
What does he have to do? We'll close this out here. What does he have to do to overtake Tom Brady as the GOAT? Because Tom Brady's the GOAT, is he not? Is Tom your GOAT? He's my GOAT.
Yeah. If I had to win a game, I'm taking Tom Brady.
You're taking Tom. So what does Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes have to do to overtake that? I really don't think he has to get 7 of them things. I don't.
I'm a what are you doing the big moments guy. He's got to get to 7.
There have been
And
some
only reason I say that,
some pretty big moments that Tom Brady faltered too, my guy.
No, it's absolutely right. Tom could have had
many?
10, but I'm just saying this. Of all the players on this list, of all the QBs, he's the most capable of getting to 7. It's well within the realm of possibility that he can do it. To me, the ultimate trump card, if you're playing spades or you're playing a game where one card trumps everything, to me, Tom Brady in the 7 Super Bowl wins, that trumps everything, my guy.
No, it does. And especially when you think about where Tom Brady came from.
Yeah.
Like, that guy got it straight out of the mud, my guy. You want to talk about being the last damn pick in the NFL draft?
Yeah.
So,
I'll say this too, and this is what happens when we talk about quarterbacks. Drew Brees has the most 5,000-yard passing season. I think he got like 7 of them. And there was a time like 2 or 3 years ago before Drew Brees retired that Drew Brees was the all-time leading passer, all-time leading completions. And this is if Tom Brady would have retired after his 6th Super Bowl, nobody on this earth would have said Drew Brees was better than Tom Brady, even with Drew Brees holding the record for most passing yards and most completions. Nobody would have ever said that.
Not even
right.
close.
So to me, the stats don't matter. What puts Tom Brady over Drew Brees in that same instance? It's the championships.
Absolutely. And just his pure will.
His will to win. So Patrick's going to have to match that. Patrick's going to blow his numbers. He's going to blow Tom Brady out of the water as far as stats. It's the trophies. It's the same reason we talk about Michael Jordan. All right. And we have this Michael Jordan LeBron debate. It's the same reason we have this LeBron Kobe debate. To me,
Michael Jordan don't lead the damn league. He's not history leader in points. But
Kobe doesn't either, and I'll take Kobe over LeBron because of the championships. He's got 5 rings. LeBron only has 4. So, to me, it's what you do on the biggest stage on the lights are the brightest. And for me, Patrick's got to do a lot to catch Tom.
He definitely has a great start at it, though. You want to talk about doing it?
He's on fire, yeah.
You're on a good road. Because, I mean, I don't think there's a lot of people arguing that the Chiefs could repeat this damn thing next season.
No.
Not a lot. So,
no.
We shall see. Time will tell. Yeah. Just a little fantasy nugget. Go pick up Kadarius Toney and Justin Ross later rounds. Just FYI, I think they're going to pop. I just have a thing about that. Justin Ross, he's my sleeper this year for like late round. Nobody's even thinking about it. Justin Ross.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, as always, it's the House Divided. Broke down this 100. Sorry it was a little long, guys. We ran about an hour tonight. As always, though, we always want you guys to subscribe. We want to hear from y'all, though. Where did we get it wrong? Were we a little crazy about something else? Tell us what you think about our quarterback controversy we were having with this list. Everything else. Comments. Talk to us, guys. As always, though, it's my boy Corey over there. It's your boy B Hill right here. We are the House Divided. We sign on into this thing. We're going to sign on out. Peace, guys.
Peace.